Well, hello and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. Last time we were continuing a Furina story quest in which there is this trope of actors who are trying to do a play, and it's hard for them because after the director has died from the serial disappearance case, they've kind of been put in disarray. Last time we discovered a lot about what was happening during how she died. Basically, she died kind of because of one of the members' mistakes, and that being said, though, she tried to protect them toward the end by telling them to leave the city and stuff like that, and it doesn't seem like she regretted her decision at all, basically, is what we're getting from this. And yeah, Furina and us have been helping the trope out this entire time, and indeed, but this is Furina's story quest, and I'll be honest with you, it's crazy how smart and understanding of like human emotion Furina is for someone who basically had been putting up a facade her entire life. It's crazy. I mean, I guess she is human, so just because you're human doesn't mean you understand human emotions well, but she seems to get it. I mean, she gets it. Like, she's not like Neverlet, who Neverlet kind of doesn't get it. I mean, if Neverlet got it, I mean, the whole point of Neverlet's story quest was how he kind of disconnected of how of his human emotions, because if it was Furina during Neverlet's story quest, she would have understood the situation. Neverlet didn't understand the situation, which basically brought out the entire his story quest, because he was overreacting to something, right? But yeah, it surprised me how smart Furina is. She gets it. She definitely gets it. She knows what's going on. She knows what's going on about other people, and I think she knows really well what's going on about herself too. She seems pretty mature. She seems pretty mature. I mean, I know she's 500 years old, but she seems pretty mature for someone who's in her position, I guess. Faced with the final conflict between the troop members, Furina offered a solution, one that respects the will of the director. This life, just like a light trickle of song. Alright, let's do this. I'm climbing on the door. After reading their notebooks, some are lost for words, some weep bitterly, and some grind their teeth and howl with rage. I mean, it makes sense. She was put in an awful situation. O'Reilly, the director. A long time passed before the group was able to calmly come together and finally make a decision.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing herself. We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance, to make this a show worthy of our director. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director O'Reilly and her alone.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus. I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance. And aren't human emotions, love, hate, regret, and hope, just the most mesmerizing things in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Furina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe. Alright, I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage. By which I, of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine.
No, though that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
Alright, Furina's actually pulling all the strings, pulling out all the stops. Believe in yourselves, go big or go home.
I have no problem with it then. How about the rest of you? I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on, we'll need to get the go-ahead from Nerilette. I know just where to find him.
Alright, oh my, there's so many people to talk to. Let's do this.
During the final scene, maybe we should stop the music just before Cleo takes the stage?
Alright, that does sound like a bad idea.
First Miss Furina, now the Opera Epiclese? If only the director was still with us.
Hey, come on. There's no point in dwelling on that now. We have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you're right. Now's not the time to get all melancholy.
I can't talk with him.
Best of luck to you.
I can't talk to her. Uh-huh. I think that's very interesting. What is the ending? Can I predict the ending? I've been so bad at predicting. I've been wrong the entire time, guys. Like, literally, I've predicted all the Archon quests wrong. I think I predicted Linny's story quest kind of right, but also kind of wrong at the same time. It wasn't that good. So I wonder what the ending is going to be. Can I predict that? Let me try to predict it right now. I think the little Oceanid, it has to do with something about them having, I think them saving everybody. So they probably have something to do with the water. So I'm guessing because all the water left because, why did the water leave, by the way? Because of the pollution, right? Is there a way to remove pollution? Maybe what the little Oceanid does is that they like sacrifice themselves, they kill themselves or something. And for some reason that one removes pollution or two adds water to the area to save all the humans. I don't think they're gonna let them, I don't think the Oceanid is gonna let themselves get killed or drawn away from the rioters. I think even though there are people who are against her, I don't think that's gonna phase her. And I also don't think that she's just gonna stay with her lover. I think she's going to disappear, whether that be dying or whatnot, right? I think turning into clean water, I mean, that would be weird to have people drink her. That would be kind of weird, but like, I think that's the thing. I think that's what I'm leaning towards. She's gonna do something to bring back the clean water, but in the process, she is unable to live on as human. But that's all gonna be from her own resolve. It's not gonna be something that's other people make her do. I think it's all gonna be her own resolve. All right, let's see if I predicted that correctly. I'll probably forget, but let's see if I predict that correctly.
Hey, look at that. Looks like I guessed right.
You were just guessing?
I mean, no one knows Neuvillette better than Furina, surely.
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Furina. And you too, Traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
You hear the story of the little Oceanid with Neuvillette, along with the backstory.
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult. The story of the little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Huh? What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes. And this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and... well, here we are. In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom, but I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist, Cleo, are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions. Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date, and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Thanks, Neuvillette.
You are very welcome.
Okay, guys, I just thought of something. Okay, actually, we have time to talk about it. What if, okay, again, I'm terrible at predicting quests in this game. What if that lady, the lead actress, gets sick? She has a flare-up, and she can't act. Uh-oh, what now? Who can do the role? Uh-oh, Furina got to do it. Furina's so well spoken too. I think Neuvillette, like I mentioned, Neuvillette was super well spoken, but I mean that's just his character. Furina's also pretty well spoken for considering her character.
Many people were once enthralled by Lady Furina's performances, myself included. I hope that one day she'll be able to understand that our appreciation was always sincere.
I think she does, but also she says that she never will. I think that's a bit extreme. I think never will. She definitely needs some time off. But never will. I mean, I think Furina knows herself that I don't think she can stay out of the stage for that long. That being said, though, she definitely does need time. Like, hold up. Please give her some time. She needs a break. That girl needs a break. Indeed.
Good news, everyone. It's done. The Opera Epiclese is booked. Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Neuvillette was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity, but we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the more time we'll have to rehearse. Fiamma and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation? That's great!
Oh, communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us. We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing! Even though Farina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up!
We're looking forward to the final production.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
Okay, we're just getting some still scenes. Not bad though, you know.
Cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave this place, oh little Oceanid, and never, ever look back!
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time. If only...
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage!
Why? Why does it have to be now?
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now. Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
You... This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on without its star performer?
Miss Farina, I'd like to make a request of you.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. I'll sing the finale. From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
Thank you, Miss Farina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything you said.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets, myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all, This show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart. Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Well said. I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
Is she here yet?
Will she get here?
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Me pardonneras-tu, ô chère mère? L'eau dans son courant fait danser nos vies, et la cité elle est nourrie, ainsi que toi, mon doux amour.
But what about your wish?
My wish.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Non, le grand amour ne suffit pas. Seul un adieu fleurira. C'est notre histoire de vie, douce et amère. Moi, je suis, serai toujours là, à voir le monde et s'inventer. Et ça ne changera jamais, jamais.
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Farina on the stage just now?
She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere? Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know, maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice. Still, I have to admit that, despite everything, it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Farina.
That's not what we agreed on.
Oh, so it was Farina after all. She's back.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
All right, calm down. Don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, I finally get a chance to speak. I'm still here, by the way. So sad. The onions, are they being grilled? Are they being chopped? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot going on there, but I'll say one thing. What the heck was that ending? I literally did not understand it. Like, what happened? I'm sorry. What happened? I think the ending was supposed to be a little bit open-ended, so you can interpret it how you want to interpret it. The thing is, I don't know how to interpret that ending. It was a bit confusing. It was a bit flashy. I might be missing something. There is a lot of other things to discuss, but we'll discuss those things later, I suppose. At most, you might be asked to sign a few autographs later.
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack. Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh, that. I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it? I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went. If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
Oh, what the heck? We're back here? Nothing on stage? Can we listen to the audience members? It would be a lot of talking if we can.
Did anyone see where Miss Farina went? Oh, I want to get her autograph, but I can't find her anywhere.
Oh yeah, we've been sent to give her autograph for you. So like, here, I can write my name down, Farina. Oh my gosh, don't tell me I can talk with everybody. It's gonna take a while.
She was actressing very well. Why did they swap her out at the end?
I don't know. Maybe that's just how it was scripted.
Man, is this like Victorious? Guys, remember that one? You guys remember that one episode of Victorious? Oh, okay, I don't need to talk to everybody. Yeah, the ending. I mean, oh, okay, never mind.
I wasn't expecting such an incredible performance from an amateur troupe. They didn't seem out of place on the big stage at all.
Yeah, their technique could use some polish, but the performance in general felt very believable. Hit all the right emotional notes. I think it'll stay with me for a while.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to give a thought if there's like all these people talking. Did I talk with those middle people? No. It seems like people with names can talk.
What a surprise! Seeing Miss Farina on the stage? This ticket was money well spent.
Yeah, I agree. Say what you want about her, but she's flawless when she's on stage.
Is that it? That might be it. Okay, that might actually be it. Okay. Indeed. Well, a few things like, oh, wait, it might not be it. Okay, no, it is it. Well, I may have missed some people there, unlucky, but I mean, there's a lot of people. The differences of opinion are resolved and everyone's attention returned to the show The Little Oceanid. Farina believes that the great performance requires everyone to be at their best and also on the great stage. Yes, I predicted a few things correctly. I'm like, hey, is the main actress gonna get sick? And then Farina needs to step in. That did happen. I mean, you know, I'm not saying that was crazy unlikely, but it seemed like where the story was heading. And Farina did indeed get her vision. Again, something pretty easy to predict just because we literally see her as a playable character with a vision. So I think that's interesting. I'm very... I mean, I wish I had Farina It assists is mystery, mystery. Because yeah, you get some like, if you have a character, for example, if you have a character and then like you go to their profile and then you go to their story and then you go to their vision. Yeah, I kind of wish that I would have had this unlocked. It would have been awesome. I don't know when this unlocks. I think this might unlock when you get Friendship 10. I'm not sure if it's Friendship 10 or Max Ascension. I'm not sure which one it is. But that would have been an interesting read for Furina, because we know visions are given out during basically really crazy situations. The only visions that I really remember is like Collie's vision and Hu Tao's vision. Those are the only ones I really bothered reading and understanding. But yeah, they're kind of given out during pretty serious situations. So happy to see that. It would make sense that Furina got her vision there. I would be very interested to see what the reading has to say, but I guess I can't possibly do that because I don't have Furina and I don't have that unlocked.
Ah, you're back. She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though, I'd say she still needs a few more days of rest.
How did the performance go? Was it a success? Did the audience like it?
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic! Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Furina was on the stage! You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing tomorrow morning!
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I was wrong to try and tough it out to begin with.
Oh, don't worry about it. Like they told me after announcing my name during the curtain call, everyone's work deserves recognition. Even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance. It's safe to say that you made your mark on this memorial show.
Well, one way or another, we did it. I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly in life. I'm just happy to know that we went out on a high note. That's all that matters.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we? Maybe if you didn't push yourself past your limits so much, your illness wouldn't be flaring up all the time.
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the energy to argue with you right now.
Aw, you two clearly care a lot about each other.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
So, any plans for the next step? After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine like wildfire. You won't have to disband if you don't want to. You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the Little Oceanid to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
Hey, don't just walk off!
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Furina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't know if my health will allow me to.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well. What about you, Miss Furina? Any future plans?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go, until I finally acquiesce. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that this whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I'd previously imagined. Maybe Nervilette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, maybe the show will go on for me after all.
There's no need to draw lines in the sand. Just do whatever feels right to you. Okay, she said, what's she gonna do? Mate, she just got her vision. That means she can kick butt. Furina, you're coming along with me. I'm gonna need you in that land where there's all pyro, these bunch of pyro enemies. I'm gonna need you to cool them down for me. That's what you're doing. You're coming with me. Just do whatever feels right to you.
Yeah. There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But from now on, I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people and how they touch the lives of others around them. I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future. I'm sure this is what captivated director O'Reilly as well.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
Next time, I'll invite you to join me. Like, what, out in the world? I told you, she's coming with me in that land.
Then it's a deal. If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
The little ocean completed. Uh-huh. Oh gosh, guys. Oh gosh. Okay, so we finished that. I wonder, now that we've actually completely finished it, does this change? Yeah, this is vision now. So yeah, I guess it doesn't. Yeah, she's not the Hydro Archon. She's just normal vision wielder. Normal vision wielder. Huh, let's see what all these people have to say.
I mean, of course I have some regrets, but...
There'll be plenty of opportunities in the future for us to tell the stories that we want on stage.
We want to... Are you guys planning on singing together?
I'm just finishing packing up. As soon as I'm done, I've got an interview with the Steambird to get to. Thanks to all your help, the show was more perfect than we ever could have hoped for. But most of all, I want to thank you for giving me the chance to finally say farewell to O'Reilly.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Ever since we've entered Fontaine, Charlotte has been feeding. She's been absolutely feeding. She owes us like half her royalties, honestly. Half the money she makes should come into us, honestly.
Now that the buzz is worn off, I feel ready to pass out.
You work hard, man. You need a break. You need a break.
Thank you so much. I feel like I've rekindled the passion I had when I first joined the troupe. It might turn out to be too little, too late for me. But still, this has been the experience of a lifetime.
It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessing, it actually feels more like I'm finally able to take my fate in my own hands. Is that how humans feel about it as well?
I mean, well deserved for what she's done for Fontaine. Alright, well... I've been thinking, guys. I mean, I don't think there is much more to say about the story quest. It was a good one. I'll admit, it's a good one. It's a good one. It definitely has to be one of my favorites. It does help that I like Furina, but also, I think it was quite an interesting one too, because it is the incorporation of two people's stories, right? I always mention that Venti is probably my favorite story quest. I haven't seen it for a while. I definitely should play the Venti story quest on my alt just so I can see it again, because I remember it being my favorite, So, you know, I probably should revisit that just to see if it still stands the test of time. Because we've gotten a lot of good ones. We've gotten a lot of good ones, right? And yeah, so we finished it. I am up to date on all, look at this, all of the Fontaine story quests. Look at me, I am popping off. Look at how many Sumeru ones I've done. I think Kazuo came out during version 3, so technically he counts too. But like, yeah, I'm doing pretty bad when it comes to story quests from Sumeru. But indeed, that was a good one. Now what's left, guys, I've said this whole time, I have to save for C6. I like Gina, alright? But like, I'm so tempted to a Furina. Alright, I'm about to take like 30 minutes. I'm about to take like 5 minutes at the end of the video thinking if I want to roll for Furina. Because my calculations, I mean, I'm just going to give you a sneak peek on my calculations, right? I have them right here actually. So, we have... So I put these little markers out here. These little, waypoint markers out here. Just to kind of represent the projected time that Arlecchino is gonna come out. And honestly, we're approaching spoilers, and so if you don't want Arlecchino spoilers or kind of like banner spoilers, then you might need to end this video here, or at least mute it to see if I roll for Furina. So I recommend you do that. But I'm gonna go into a little bit of like projected spoilers, so please be warned, or at least the spoilers of when characters are gonna be released. I probably shouldn't even have clicked these actually. Just ignore those numbers. But like, people are kind of projecting that Arlecchino is going to be released in 4.6. We are currently in 4.2. 4.2 is when Furina comes out. 4.3, you know, 4.4, 4.5. So that's literally 3 more patches, not including this patch. And then 4.6 is when Arlecchino comes out. And then that's when people are saying that she might come out in 4.6. She could come out earlier, she could come out later, she could not come out at all, right? Those are all still possibilities just because, you know, the game developers, they can do whatever they want, really. So, but it's pretty likely that she will come out, and it's pretty likely that she will come out in 4.6. And I made these markers to kind of plot out the days. I think these 2 markers, because there was some thought that she might come out, Arlecchino might come out in 4.5. And so this is 4.5, the first banners, and this is 4.5, the second banners. So, by the way, the number, and this is the start of 4.6. So at this point, I'm assuming that this is probably the best projected one right here. So I'm gonna put a star actually. This is probably the best projected. When Arlecchino is gonna come out is probably these 2 dates, whether she be the first banner or whether she be the second banner. And the 652 days. That's basically how many days it has been after the release of her trailer. Not her trailer, but like all of the Fatui trailers. I actually have it in my, what's it called, signature. My signature is right now is 483. That's basically how many days it has been, not at the time, not exactly, but that's how many days it has been since July 11th, 2022, which is the trailer that they released about all those characters. And the first time that we got like real pictures of Arlecchino, that's the first time we got it. And so I've been waiting basically a long time for her. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if she does come out at 4.6, she comes out at the first banner, we still have 180 days, 170 days. I'm sorry, yeah, 170 days kind of. Or she comes out at the second banner, or like the end. I can still roll for her up until the end of the first banner of this patch, right? So I still have like less than 200 days essentially, and less than 200 days, and I kind of did the math, and currently, because I am currently at some pity, like my next 5-star I'm gonna get is going to be the banner 5-star. So if I roll for this banner, if I roll for a 5-star, it's 100% guaranteed to be Furina or any event character, right? And yeah, so considering how much rolls I'm in, and considering how much rolls it would take to get a weapon, it would take me, I did the math, right? I'm not going to really talk about it in too much detail, but it'll take me 600 rolls. Basically, I need 600 rolls by this date here. This date being April 23rd, 2024. That's how many gems I need, 600. But that's considering the pity that I'm at. 600. raw rolls, because again, if I roll, I'm gonna get more rolls because I'm gonna get a duplicate 4 stars, get more rolls. So 600 is not exactly how much rolls it takes to get C6 in one weapon from the point I'm at, but it is enough to get more rolls back. And then you know what I mean, right? The star glitter and stuff like that. The projected roll I have calculated for getting a 5-star or getting C6 at one copy of a weapon. Total rolls is, I think, 720 rolls. I think 720 rolls is kind of the projected of all the rolls. So if I roll for Furina now, I'm going to be super far behind in getting C6 Alecino with the weapon. Unless I swipe or unless I find out a way to get a lot of gems. Because I do plan on getting a lot of gems from exploring all of Fontaine, exploring all of Sumeru. And then obviously I've been buying the Welkins, right? And stuff like that. Trying to keep up the gem count. But like, yeah, rolling for Furina will really set me back on getting C6 Alecino unless I swipe. I really think so. So, because, yeah, I need to get like 300 rolls. I essentially need to get 300 rolls in 200 days. In less than 200 days, actually. It's like 170 days. And I don't know if I can do it. And again, rolling for Furina would definitely set me back. But man, do I like Furina. So, yeah, it's a tough call, guys. It's a tough call. It's a really tough call. I think... Oh, do I do it? Look, I'm gonna put in a few rolls. I'm gonna at least try. Again, if I get a 5-star, it'll guarantee be her. So I am willing to put in... Let's do 30 rolls. Let's do 30 rolls. If I can get her within 30 rolls, that'll be good. If I can't, then... Again, I shouldn't be rolling at all, but if I can get her within 30 rolls, then we might be cooking. But if I can't, then I can't keep going because I really want to get C6 Alecino. And then after that, I'll definitely go back and roll for Furina. But if I can get her early, then it's not going to be terrible. Okay, those were 20 rolls. I might go for 40 rolls now that I've said it. I got a Collie, okay. 10 more rolls. Ah, my funds. Okay, we didn't get anything. Okay, I'm gonna go one more. I'm gonna do 40. I'm gonna do 40 rolls. If we don't get her, then unlucky. We'll work on it next time. I'll try to get her on her first rerun if possible. Because again, I really need to save. All right, let's do it. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I should be happy or not happy because I really like Furina, but at the same time, this has set me back a lot of rolls for Alecino. Like, it's not looking good. I have to redo a lot of my math from this. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so it took me... Yeah, okay. It took me a lot, but there we go. We got Furina. I really like her, honestly. After playing the Archon quest, after playing the story quest, I'm like, yeah, I kind of need a roll for her. And also, I think she's quite good. Again, I have a few complaints about her, but I definitely need to build her and definitely need to test her out. And indeed. Anyways, let's keep going here. Maybe I got a second copy. Who knows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Okay, it's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good for the C6 Alecino. I do have a pretty decent amount of currency, but swiping might be happening. Let's just say that. Swiping might be happening. Oh no. Oh no, swiping might be happening. That's not good. But yeah, now that we have this character also...
Witness my magnificence!
Yeah. I definitely need to build her. That's the part of having a character. Now we need to build her. Uh-oh. Alright. Well, we did it. I do have plans after this video, by the way. Oh, I should probably talk about this too. Oh, this is the ending of this video. Is like over 10 minutes long already. Okay. Also, I want to talk about this. Now that I've completed all of the important Archon quests and did all the story quests, instead of continuing to post new Genshin Impact videos, basically videos that are like relevant to when I record them, I kind of need to start posting old Genshin videos. I have a lot of old Genshin videos that I recorded on my main that are going to be pretty terrible quality because I recorded them on my phone essentially. and I need to post those videos. So after this video, I'm actually gonna go back in time. My Genshin Impact on main is not gonna really be a chronological series. This is gonna be the last one that's chronological. The next one is going to be, it's gonna be an old video. It's gonna be an old video, and I'm probably gonna, I think I want to start posting Sumeru Archon Quest. So I'll start posting the Sumeru Archon Quest videos. That's my plan. I might change that. So I'll be posting those. But don't worry, I'll still be recording and uploading the videos. Like for example, 4.2 event quest. I'm gonna record that and hopefully upload it as well. But that being said though, it's not gonna come out for a while. So keep that in mind. Yeah, this Genshin on main, because I've finished a lot of the important stuff of the Fontaine Archon quest and a lot of the important story quests, I do want to take a step back and start uploading other stuff now that it's not interrupted. Yeah, so I know it's not going to be in order, it's not going to be chronological order in terms of questing or in terms of timeline, but that's just how I'm going to do it because I have so much Genshin videos that I need to upload. Twice a week honestly isn't enough. So, if you've been stuck in me to the end there, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you sticking through this. Oh gosh, what have I done? Oh, what have I done? I shouldn't have rolled for this character. Thank you so much for watching. You're beautiful the way you are, and I'll catch you in the next Genshin Impact video. Also, by the way, some of the Genshin Impact video on my main, they might not have me talking. They might just be me typing. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. They're not going to be as good as the videos that I've been making currently. So, you're going to have to keep that in mind. So, yep. But they need to be uploaded. They need to be publicized. So, yep. See you then.